relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show, we about to get live, let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show, sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show, we about to get live, let's go.
Oh, my bad. I couldn't hear shit. That's cool. We could just
I thought you were letting it fade out.
Yeah, fuck it, man. It's the Danny Brown Show. Got the Booth Boys with me.
Yo,
hey, can't always be on. Some days you gotta miss a free throw. I got my boy Josh Potter in the motherfucking house. What's up, man?
What's up? I thought you were just letting the music fade. That's all.
No, I didn't put the headphones on. I forgot. But usually sometime, you know. But it is what it is, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, dude. Just got here. I'm loving it.
You came from Buffalo?
I came from L.A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You live in L.A. now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So how the Bills been doing?
Bills have been murdering. I'm sorry about the Lions last week. I don't know if you give a shit, but we squashed them a little bit.
I'm a
Put
Lions
up 50
fan.
on their ass.
I know. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a Lions fan. I don't want to get my hopes up too high.
I
I'm
do
just
it every
happy
year.
that we're good.
That's the thing. I do it every year. If that's a preview of the Super Bowl, it's kind of scary to me because it's tough to beat an NFL team twice. So you could have let us walk on that one, and then if we see you in the Super Bowl, it's going to be tough.
The Bills, that would be a crazy Super Bowl.
I mean, we got to go this year. If we don't go this year, Josh Allen, every time he plays football, he breaks an NFL record. It's like, it has to happen now. If it doesn't happen now, I'm going to die without seeing one, I think.
You seen the?
No, I mean, they've gone, but they haven't won
that's Jim
one.
Kelly, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he lost 4 times in a row. Jim Kelly's a, may I say, piece of shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah, bad guy.
He don't get no love in Buffalo?
Bad guy. He gets a lot of love. A little undeserved. He did great on the field. Bad guy.
Oh, you saying you got inside intel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was
Everyone in Buffalo knows he's a bad guy.
he was running around Buffalo slinging dick.
Oh, yeah. Not even sling. I mean, he was slinging dick. He was slinging fists.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was on some gangster shit.
Oh, yeah. He was.
Shouts out to
He
Jim
got
Kelly.
that pimp hand, Jim Kelly.
He looked a little fucked up, no, though.
Yeah, he had cancer. He had cancer.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, ironically, in the same place he used to hit his wife, the jaw.
Really? So
Yeah.
he a woman beater.
Yes.
'Cause
Allegedly.
He get domestic. I mean, that CTE, though.
This was back in the 80s.
I mean, we didn't know.
Or 90s, I guess.
So he got more
This
of
was
an
in his
excuse.
prime. Yeah, I think he's grown up since then.
I feel like CTE was more prevalent back then.
Probably, actually, you think whilst having the CTE, he was doing it. That could very well be, but I'm just saying Josh Allen's not smacking around Haley Steinfeld.
Because even just like the helmets are different and shit.
That's right.
And they was hitting way harder and shit back
You notice
then.
all those like quarterbacks from the 90s all have like wonky kids too?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They
What
all
you mean
have,
by wonky? What?
You know what I'm saying? Like something's off. I mean, they all got different stuff off with them.
Oh, you think the CTE is in the sperm?
Maybe, or it's like, were they doing a lot of coke or something? I don't know. Was coke weird in the 80s when they were in college?
Think coke affects. I mean,
Coke and CT? I don't know. It's like Doug Flutie, Boomer Esiason, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. Their kids all got a little something.
all got retarded kids.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's crazy. Crazy retarded kids.
But yeah, maybe what if that's like CTE is like in the nut juice?
That could be.
The motherfuckers coming out bumping into each other
Yeah,
and shit. They can't even
jizz
find
with
the
helmets
egg.
on, yeah.
They can't even find the egg. They do find him up. He just tackled the egg. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
All right, let's spin the motherfucking wheel.
My favorite part.
Morning wood.
Hell yeah. I wish I still got that shit.
I know, right? Yeah, it don't be jumping like it used to.
Not unless you're on medications.
When I was a teenager, that motherfucker used to wake up standing at attention.
Yes, sir.
Now I gotta do shit just for that. But they say, man, when your dick is hard every morning, you healthy. That's like a sign of being healthy.
Well, I mean, it's probably a sign of age when it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
But then you get on, some sort of, PED, if you will. Mm-hmm. Then you find that it's you feel young again, don't you?
Take them honey packs.
Yes.
Take a couple honey packs.
Then you wake up and you're like, damn, I'm fucking 22 again. This is awesome.
No, that motherfucker be hurting. You ever woke up? You ever woke up with the boner so throbby like that? Damn, how long was you hard, nigga? Like, you seen it? We seen wasn't nothing happening. Why'd you go ahead and just tap out with this?
It'd be staying awake while you're nodding off. You know.
You know.
It's that. So what's that shit called? Psoriasis or some shit.
All right.
What's that?
Morning wood is real healthy, man. You want to get that boner going every morning. Man.
I'd love to wake up with a boner every day.
I don't like me personally. I used to be a morning fucker kind of guy.
No, not anymore.
I'm not a morning fucker.
Yeah, it's too much.
I mean, I'd be having to take a shit.
Right.
Like waking up with the morning wood and a fucked up stomach.
Yeah, you can't.
You got to pick one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing worse than going to the bathroom. Got to take a shit with the boner. You got to bend them all up in there. You got to knock them down a little bit. Like, hold up, man. You got to get some muscle. You got to lose these muscles a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Next, we're gonna hop into some Ask Danny's. You can hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got Swingin' Ain't It.
Ask Danny.
Hi, Danny. You ever been to a swingers club? I went last month with my lady for the first time. We kind of freaky, but this might have been too freaky for us. It was gross, to be honest. I thought we had more fun, but it was just weird. Thoughts, Paul and Ellie. Yeah, swinging. That shit ain't for the faint of heart. You watch pornos and you see swinging and orgies and shit, and you be like, oh, everybody's hot. No, swingers aren't hot. That's not the deal. You know, you just got to be freaky. You just got to be like, man, I'm hitting whatever whatever's in this motherfucker, I'm knocking down.
Did you ever fuck a dude's wife?
Yeah.
Like for him, like when he was on supportive of it?
Yeah.
Because I'm like on that precipice. I got a friend who wants me to do that to his wife. Mm-hmm. And I'm down. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if when I face the moment and he's there like hanging out, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
No,
I gotta do some PEDs.
No, I don't get performance anxiety. I get turned up.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't know if my buddy's there, I'm gonna be like,
I like audience. I show out then. I show out. I be doing tricks and all type of shit.
I don't know that I've never had an audience, so maybe I will rise to the occasion.
No, yeah, I've.
You know, I mean, we both perform. You know, I mean, maybe it'll happen.
No, I'm saying, but yeah, people swinging is not like a glorious, like it's not like you know. No,
you don't always.
It's real nasty. I've never been to a swinger party and been like, oh, these motherfuckers, people hot in here. Like it's very like the numbers are low.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every time I've been to a swinger party, I was the hottest guy in there.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, look at this motherfucker.
But you're batting like 186 when you're going to a swinger party because you know every now and then there's a hot one.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've been to some that was pretty crazy, but when they crazy like that, when everybody's like, it's kind of intimidating.
I bet
that's when it's intimidating. Like when it's old motherfuckers, everybody, you like, oh shit, I'm the young dick in this. Let me show you how this works. But then you're around a bunch of hot people, motherfuckers got long dong silvers and shit. You like, oh man,
yeah, that's wild.
Niggas pulling out extendo clip dicks and shit. You like, hold up, man, this is. I wanted this to be my party, you know.
That makes me nervous. If I were to go in there, they'd be like, I'm just going to stick with my husband, I think, actually.
Yeah. All right. We got shitty mixologist. Hey, Danny, I'm a 16-year-old music creator from London. I make all stuff in my bedroom. I produce basically all myself, but the only problem with my music is mixing. I suck at mixing, but I've watched tons of videos to help, but nothing will, and I ain't got the money to pay someone to mix. What should I do? Thanks, Danny. Love the podcast and all the music. Shouts out to Oreo. Well, most of us that make music suck at mixing because that's a whole nother talent in itself. It's very rare that you can find someone that makes music and can actually mix their shit really good. It's probably like 50-50. In some sense, like meaning that as good as they are at mixing, they can find someone that just does this on their own and they'll be 1,000 times better than what they do because they still, you know, they learned how to play music. They learn, you know, when it's somebody that's just care about nothing but fucking audio.
What do you think's the difference in terms of like what they do that maybe someone who's like a musician will overthink or whatever?
I think it's just a talent in ears. He ain't even got nothing to necessarily. I think we all hear shit different. And some people got them dog whistle ears. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like a motherfucker can hear shit and the fucking shit that I didn't even know existed, you know, and they can just clean that shit up to get it right. But I think mixing is all subjective. It's all about what you like it to sound like. There's no such thing as a good or a bad mix. Some people love their shit to be lo-fi and sound a little fuzzy and and distorted and shit like that, you know?
Sure. I know it can be like some things can be over processed or whatever too. Mm-hmm. Where it looks like that brick on the screen. That shit, I always love that shit.
But yeah, I would say for the most part, I understand you saying you can't afford for mixing and shit like that, but that's what you're gonna have to do. I mean, you can, or just you're gonna have to take years of learn how to. Just as long as it takes you to get good at making music, is gonna take you just as probably double the time, probably longer to make it sound good. That's my problem. Like I love making beats and shit, but I don't know how to mix either. They sound like shit, so I don't. It don't go no further than that, you know. All right, we got Hot Soup commercial. I really enjoy your work all around, but my favorite is Random. Hot Soup commercial. It's barely like even a song, but the verse is perfection. Raw, rhythmic, exactly your vibe, but it's random as fuck. Kind of seemed like an add-on to the original tape. What was your first song, or what's your favorite song or verse of yours, and what are you the most proud of? By the way, best line from that verse. When you was reading flashcards, I was on the block strapped up like, what up, dog? Thanks. Shouts out to Mike Scazola. I can't say that name. That's crazy. But no, the Hot Soup commercial was just some cool. I think that I was kind of ahead of my time with that because I think people, like now more so with albums now, they do trailers and that's kind of like the big rollout. And that's all it was. It was kind of like my version of doing like a trailer and just doing like a freestyle on it or some shit like that. So, but yeah, that's all that was. All right, next up we got Pay for the Chorus. Dear Danny, last year I hooked up with this hot Milf and it was awesome. She was a regular at the golf course. I was bartending there and we would flirt often. One night we snuck out onto the courses after hours and got freaky on the ninth hole. Unfortunately, my boss found out I got fired and I also found out she was married. Well, she never told me since she always was in the ladies' league. Well, the worst part is her husband got my information recently and texted me to tell me she had gotten pregnant and had an abortion. I don't know if this is true or if he was trying to get back at me, but it's really fucked up. I used to be pro-choice, but I'm sort of feeling now that I should have a say in the matter too. I think I need to leave town. What are your thoughts? Shouts out to B. This shit sound fake. Yeah. That shit sound like a comedy movie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Caddyshack
like,
3,
that shit
the
sound
abortion
like
on
one
the
of
ninth
those fucking American Pie-esque type of movies or some shit.
Listen to this guy getting moral after he's like, I don't know, I think I should have had some say in it. You dodged a fucking bullet.
I mean, you fucking old lady at the golf course.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you're setting yourself up for.
Also, how old, I mean, if she was an old-ass MILF, no way she's getting pregnant, right?
No. I would have told her, go ahead, have that motherfucker.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I want my child support, bitch.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? You gonna go, I want to be a baby daddy.
Yeah,
I'm
especially when he's got that rich ass husband.
That's what I'm saying. You got the husband, they got to pay me off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So he bullshitting. He's slacking on his macking. He posted for sure get the bag out of this. For real. He got to get the bag. But like he say, husband might kill him.
I hooked up on a golf course one time, but it was at nighttime, like just a shitty one, you know. But they still had the sprinklers, and that fucked me up. The sprinklers turned on. That shit was rough.
That sounded like a fucking romantic comedy now.
No, it wasn't that romantic. It was kind of just gross. It was like, I forgot that they would turn on at a certain hour, so it's nighttime. Why would they?
What the fuck he was doing on a golf course at night?
Because it lives right by our house. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, when you're in high school, you can't really go anywhere.
You got your little spots.
Yeah. You can't really go anywhere to like finger a girl other than your car, which we got in trouble with. So then we'd go out to the woods or like, you know, the golf course that was behind the house.
You know what's so fucked up about Detroit? We had so many abandoned houses that's where we would.
That's way cooler.
But I mean, sometimes me saying abandoned house doesn't mean the house was actually like fucked up. It'd be sometimes like, you know, remember back in the day, people always be like, you can go buy a house in Detroit for $500.
Yeah.
And there was so many people that bought these houses and shit, but they never even seen them or looked at them, or they'll go fix them up and not realizing what neighborhood it's in, and ain't nobody about to fucking rent right there.
Yeah, they're
so
flipping
put
houses.
all this money into this house, remodel it and do all that, and now you just got kids and they're fingering girls. We like the lights on in this bitch. We having parties, skip parties and shit. That's what it used to be. If you can find like a nice ass abandoned house that got all the lights and shit working, what? We having parties in that bitch. We doing it. By the time somebody ready to rent that motherfucker out, it's fucked up.
And then some Chinese guys, he's the one who owns it.
Somebody, in Florida or something. He don't even know what the fuck is going on. But yeah. All right. So we got some web videos.
Yes, we do.
Ooh.
That's some weird shit from the web.
Oh shit.
Is that the lead singer of AFI?
I hate this nigga. That's all it was?
That's it.
Wait, what? He didn't even talk.
No,
He's just flipping back and
posted
forth.
it.
So you know this person? Or you
Fuck
just,
no.
Oh, I was gonna say it because I thought you seen him before or something.
No, I just hate him.
He looks like Davey Havoc from AFI,
Oh man.
but I mean I don't know. The guy's jacked. I don't know what's going on with his face. He's very happy.
I don't like it. Let's go. Let's just skip to that.
When I was like 19, I wanted to look similar to that.
Like on some scene shit.
Yes, big
Scene
time.
girls was hot.
Yes, they were.
You know.
It's too much effort though. This guy's got mascara.
Scene girls was hot, but I just couldn't get down with the music.
That's a
wasn't my
bad
scene.
picture of Davey Havoc. He's got better ones than that, where he looks more like this guy over here
No, that guy's.
with the long hair and the mascara. There you go. Now you're getting in. Doesn't it look like him right there?
I mean, that was a vibe. It was a vibe. That was a time for that shit, you know?
Hell yeah. Now it's 2024 and that
Yeah,
shit's
you
over,
can't-
dude.
Yeah, you can't. And this nigga look like he about 40. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
age. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He held on too long to the movement.
All right. Swipe left.
Swipe left.
Oh, I've been here too many times.
Oh yeah, same's.
Yeah. This makes me homesick.
Oh shit, not
yeah.
that though.
That's Michigan. That seems
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
Michigan.
yeah.
I bet you this was in Michigan. Like that's just about the way it go. Get hit by a car.
I mean, in
fucking-
Buffalo, people fall asleep in snowbanks all the time. What you got to hope is the plow doesn't come by and bury them,
Oh,
because then when that shit melts, you got bodies in there.
really?
Yeah, because they got those big plow mounds on the
Yeah.
side of the road. Sometimes, like kids will go missing because they're playing on it and then they fall through and everyone's like, where'd they go? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
It's wild. So you gotta keep your kids off the. And if you're drunk, don't go falling asleep in those.
I've
things.
definitely fucked myself up a lot.
Yeah,
Just in Michigan, like I'm talking about broken fingers, like
Oh, sure.
falling downstairs, like
just from the ice you're talking, not
just
even
from ice.
fucked up.
Yeah, just from ice.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than getting your car stuck in that shit too. man.
Oh, when you hit that black ice and you just go woo 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 like a cartoon, that shit sucks.
I do not miss this shit, dog. I'm just being real, man. Like
I miss it
love-
sometimes until I'm there and then I'm experiencing it, and then I go, all right, I get why it's nice once in a while, but
I love Michigan. I love Detroit. I love my hometown. I love everything about it. But the climate, man, I can't take it no more. The environment, man.
yeah, when it's cold.
And it's not like it's that much better here, to be honest. I'm
Yeah,
not
I mean,
about
we
to-
were just saying it gets icy here too, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from the opposite side. Like
Oh, the
sometimes
heat.
it's just so hot here, you can't even go outside. You know, so it's
I
kind
can't
of like
even,
the same
yeah.
thing. If I'm being real.
I can put up with the cold. Like it could be bitter cold. I can still go outside and smoke a cigarette. If it's too hot, I won't go outside.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I don't know. I think I could take the hot over the cold.
Nah.
That's just black people shit. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
All right, come on.
Oh shit.
What? This is like a janky ass, janky ass bike.
No way. No way, dude. My foot's done.
Oh no.
Oh.
He reacted to that very strange.
Oh.
I would have been like, ah, He's like, no way. I was like, oh, what happened?
He got to be high or something, man.
Yeah, like on some.
But sometimes, man, you do shit like, I mean, that adrenaline, maybe him, I don't know. But, oh, he got speared.
Oh,
That's what
my
that is.
God damn. And he's just like, no way, my foot.
No, he took it like a G.
Yeah, for sure.
No way, dude.
But how does that happen? Like,
Oh, he probably got it like caught up underneath it or something. I don't fucking know.
is that because the speed he was going? It didn't even sound like he was going that fast.
Or did he try to like, because I was on a Lime scooter one time and I tried to like just use my foot as a kickstand. Nothing nearly as bad as that happened to me, but I did think I pulled every tendon in my leg.
Really?
Or I tore every
Yeah,
tendon.
fuck them. I don't fuck with them limes.
No, that's when I realized I'm done with that shit. I'm not in the X Games.
I don't even see them as much anymore. I think
Yeah,
that
I think
phase-
homeless people started throwing them in the water and stuff.
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
saying I don't even see them like in any city, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they just kind of were like, no one's doing this
I know
anymore.
some people. I know somebody that made a lot of fucking money off them scooters.
Because they
And
got
I'm-
hit by a car?
No, like
Oh.
invested in them when it
Oh,
first came
wow,
out. And they
okay.
was telling me too, like, you want to invest in these scooters and shit. I'm like, I ain't doing that dumbass shit. This nigga up M's off that shit. Nah, it ain't even cracking no more.
I remember there were comics that were going around like collecting them and stuff, like as day jobs. It was so weird.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They go around and like have to. I go, well, what do you mean collect them? Aren't they just?
They got to go put them back to
Yeah, like in a high profile spot because people will be just leaving them in like an alleyway or like
That's a
behind
shitty
dumpster.
ass job.
Yeah, I'd say. You're just picking up dystopian litter. That's crazy.
All right.
She ain't got no rhythm. Man, I'd like to uppercut some of these motherfuckers, because they ain't cutting the mustard, talking about how I got no structure. Neither did DNA before they discovered the double helix.
That's Canadian as hell.
No, Canadian, yeah. No, they be having their battle rap shit going on, King of the Dot, all that shit. I've watched these shits. It's a lot of fire ass fucking female battle rappers. I mean, she's not bad. It's just she ain't getting no fucking reaction. The double helix bar. That's the same thing. I feel like, I guess a battle rapper is probably the closest thing to a stand-up comic in some sense.
Yeah, because you got to get a reaction.
Yes,
right?
you gotta get a reaction.
Yeah.
If you say a punch like that, you see how it's like.
Or is it like is it Canadian crowd so they're being polite and they're like
no, the Canadians.
They're like, ooh, okay.
No, they be having their ketchup chips and shit wilding out. But yeah, fucking battle rap, man. I actually battle rap is going through a crazy time right now because it used to be like I rap, so I watch a lot of fucking battle rap. But it used to be free, like on YouTube and shit like that. But now the only way you can watch battle rap is just like everything else. You gotta buy a subscription or fucking buy the pay-per-view.
Oh, it's like a league.
Yeah, you gotta buy the pay-per-view, and it's nothing worse like when you bought when battles came out on YouTube. You know, it'd be whatever that card is, and you can watch whatever battle you want. But if I buy the pay-per-view for a battle, it probably starts at like 1 p.m. The headlining battle probably don't happen till like 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's like
and
UFC.
you've been listening to fucking two motherfuckers fucking you insult each other in rhythmic format for 6 hours. By the time you get to the last fucking battle, you don't even want to watch that shit no more. So.
You ever see Roan from Barstool?
Yeah, I know Roan.
Yeah, Roan, he's the man.
He had a Danny Brown punchline actually too.
Oh, really?
Get your head, what do you say? Get blown all on stage like Danny Brown.
He does the compliment ones though.
Yeah,
those are fucking funny. Yeah, those are fire.
No, Roan is dope. All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's been my introduction into battle rap.
Battle rap is, I mean, I feel like it's, because it's just like everything else, man. They making too much money now at it.
Well, I assume ever since 8 Mile, it's been like, they put it on the like mainstream, right? So
I mean, no, it was kind of cracking, I guess, in that world. But we was already watching battle raps before, like,
sure.
and shit.
But they think they're going to make some money off it now.
No, they are making crazy money off
Damn.
battles now. It be battlers getting like 100,000 a battle.
Wow.
Yes. They battle like once a year. See, this type of bitch be at the swinger party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna knock that down. And then her husband looking at you like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, y'all get y'all weird asses away from me.
See, my poor eyesight, till she came closer, I thought I was just a fellow.
No, I knew what was up. No, she gonna eat the monkey.
Yeah, she's pretty hot when she got closer. Pretty face.
Till she hit that move. That was the turn off right there. Like, all right, bitch. It's like the husband be like, you like my wife, then she just do that. Like, ugh. He's like, man. She wants the BBC.
We really like your vibes. That's what.
I've had that before too.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about being at like a hotel bar.
Right.
And then the couple just start, you like, hold up, y'all look too friendly. I remember one time, this when I had just kind of like stopped drinking too. And I went to the, and I was staying at a hotel. I was on the road, and it was like a couple, and they was like drunk as fuck. And I was down there, I was waiting on my Uber Eats. And they just started talking to me, you know?
Yeah.
But then he was kind of being like a little like, just being weird. They were just being weird.
Yes,
but this is me on my soap. Like drunk me would have picked up on the shit off rip. But you know, the sober me, I just didn't see the vibes. And I just remember they was just saying. And then, but I do remember the lady. She said something like, he looks too good for us.
Oh.
But none of this shit was registered. And then when my food came and I grabbed my food, and then I was leaving, I was going back to the elevator. I was like, all right, not to see you. And then she was, and then I could see her like she was like arguing with him or something. Like, you fucked it up. We almost had him. Like, you fucked it up, being too weird and shit. But I was like, oh. But it took like it took me fucking register.
Did he
like,
do anything so like aside from her where he's like, my wife really likes you?
No, it wasn't like my wife really liked. It wasn't never know my wife really liked. But he always be like, my wife got some nice tits or something. Like,
Yeah.
Like being like you like my wife like.
Doesn't
like,
she
yeah.
have great tits?
Like,
And you're
yeah, I'm like, man,
sure,
yeah,
sir.
I'm like, she cool. It's tight. It's tight. All right, man, that's fucked up, though, man. So you've been tapping into the fucking to the NFL this year.
Oh yeah, every year. I mean,
I know every year, but
this year feels, because they counted the Bills out, which I love when that happens, and they play with a chip on their shoulder, and we've been, this is supposed to be a rebuilding year. We lost Stephon Diggs, all this stuff, and so they're playing better than everyone expected, and so I've just been like, this has got to be the year that we do it. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to just from what I don't see nobody else coming out of that kind of.
I don't know. I mean, Kansas City always in the playoffs skunks us. No. It's going to be us losing like we do every year.
It's y'all's for the winning.
It's us losing the game.
But I would love to see Detroit and fucking.
God, Detroit and Buffalo. I mean, the world would love to see it too. That'd be America's Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Buffalo's great. I think was it maybe a few years ago we had the Thanksgiving game?
Yes.
And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I was leaving Detroit that day. Buffalo was out there thick.
I was with Tom in Florida watching that game, and everyone else was kind of just like casually watching it. And I'm in like Tom's brother-in-law's house, and I almost threw a glass through his TV when I fucking.
That was the Super Bowl for you.
Yeah. But there's been also like times when the Bills have had our stadium get like snowed out, and we've had to come to Detroit as like a second home kind of situation. I
mean, I feel like Detroit and Buffalo are kind of like cousins.
Yeah.
In the sense of we got
I agree.
The quickest trip to Canada.
Yeah, no, it's like you get that Canadian influence.
I think we are Canadian.
Yeah,
like
yeah. There's a lot of people.
But it does have its overlap, man. I just don't, I don't know, man. I just never want to get too fucking overexcited for the Lions, man. It's just like, just so used to being let down, but they just so fucking good.
I get excited every year. Like, even when we were dog shit, I'd be like, people would be like, what do you think the Bills are going to do this year? And I'm like, undefeated, Super Bowl, dude. What do you think? Like, every year, as long as you stay at that same level.
But the Bills been good. They've been good for some time.
For about 5 years. Since I moved to LA, we've gotten good, which is.
That's the crazy
part. I feel
part.
like that's personal.
I feel like I feel like the same way with me. Like, soon as I left Detroit, that's when the Lions got good. Yeah. I'm like, was I the bad luck all this time?
I guess it's me, you know?
Like, that's some bullshit. Like, literally, I'm the fucking bad luck. Like,
I mean, it makes me so sad that, like, I never got to really watch. I used to go, like, all the time, you know, like, almost every game. And now Josh Allen, since he's been the Bills quarterback, I've lived in Los Angeles, so I've missed a few here and there, you know?
Yeah, that sucks. So, music-wise, you been listening to anything new?
Dude, I've been, like, regressing.
Regressing?
I'm just listening to shit I listened to in middle school again.
I think we all get a phase of that every year.
Yeah, I'm going backwards. Like, I came to Austin a couple weeks ago, and I went to a Stained and Breaking Benjamin concert, which I was like, oh my God, 16-year-old me is like jerking off right now. Mm-hmm. Like, it was so much fun. And I don't know, it was like I was reliving middle school.
So what you been listening to? What is the middle school playlist?
My Spotify Wrapped said that Chevelle is my top artist for the 9th year in a row. So,
really?
Yeah. It's not great, Danny.
No, mine's. I have mine's. Mine's was. I said I listened to over damn near 2,000 hours of underscores. I was like, fuck.
But I've been. I actually got back into. We were talking about Canadian stuff. Because you get all this Canadian music bled over into into Buffalo. I'm sure it happens in Detroit too.
No,
no, it doesn't. Oh, dude, like
we built the wall. Yeah. We built the wall. Ain't no Drake's coming in here.
There's so many bands that I was like, oh, they're popular in America too, right? And then you find out they're only popular in Buffalo, like Sloan or like
and that was just because the Canadian
because the Canadian radio stations would have to play 35% Canadian content. So we'd be sitting there in Buffalo listening to a Canadian radio station and not knowing, you're like, oh, why isn't the American radio station play this? It's because they don't have to.
I mean, that's their local shit.
Yeah. So there's this band, Ubiquitous Synergy Seeker. It's just USS or whatever. I've been like going back in time on them. They're like kind of an electronic band. They're kind of like Canadian MGMT.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I've been like, I just remembered them the other day, and I've been listening to them obsessively like the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I never heard of this shit. And I feel like I always see something, but I never heard of this.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought like Detroit maybe had the same sort of thing. You know, you never had the Tragically Hip come. The Tragically Hip would come down to Buffalo, play the arena, and then they'd go like 3 hours down the 90 to Cleveland and play a bar.
Yeah. No, it's always it's a lot of shit situation like. But as far as like us with Canadian, no, it should never. But if we had the same shit though, where I mean, as far as like TV, I think
Right.
we'd get like a lot of Canadian channels. But I don't think we ever.
You ever watch that Canadian Sesame Street when you were a
That's
kid?
all I had.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen a regular Canadian Sesame Street. I thought they always said the numbers in French. Yeah, I swear to God.
What was that fucking there like Grover was like Basil or something like that?
I swear to God, I never seen. Only Sesame Street I ever saw was fucking Canadian.
That's crazy. I got two. I was like, I feel spoiled, you know, because the first one would come on, and then the second one would come on after that. Yeah, there's that Basil. What was the little one's name? I can't fucking remember.
No, Basil, yeah. Because I think Basil, that might have been that.
They'd be like, un, deux, trois.
Yeah. Oh my God. That shit just gave me PTSD or some shit, man.
At the end of the show, they'd be like, Je suis un doudi. I don't even know what they're fucking saying. I can't remember, but I don't know French.
Damn, you kind of fucked me up. I never even thought about that. I didn't even know that was like different or weird or nothing like that, though. But nigga was for sure watching French Sesame Street as a kid.
Right? It was from Montreal or some shit. It's crazy that it came down there. And like CTV, I forget what other fucking weird Canadian shit.
I mean, my favorite shit was like Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall was great. Yeah, that would, I mean, but that was like, I feel like I was on Comedy Central by the time I was in high school.
Really? I
Yeah,
only saw it on Canadian, but I do remember, as later they started
it would
playing
be like
reruns,
I'd get home from high school and Saturday Night Live and Kids in the Hall would play in the afternoon.
Kids in the Hall was always doing some gay shit.
Oh, yeah, they love, because there was only dudes. It was like Shakespeare. They'd have to play girls, you know?
Yeah.
And then a couple of them really liked it.
No, they was too good at it. Yeah, they was too good at it.
There was the other one too, that was a little earlier, SCTV, with like Rick Moranis, and like it had those dudes that played I think Rick Moranis was one of them. They were like in flannel, and they'd be like Larry, and I forget the fucking guy's name. What the hell was that dude's name? He's like Danny Thomas or whatever the hell.
I don't know what the fuck you talk about.
Type in Danny Thomas and Rick Moranis, and then they were doing like some fucking duo shit where they were like both like lumberjacks or whatever the fuck.
SCTV.
Yeah. I can't.
Strange
The Mackenzie
Brew?
Brothers. That's what it was called. Shit. Strange Brew. That was a big movie from them.
Yeah. Rick Moranis, what the fuck happened to him?
He got punched in the face during COVID.
Oh yeah, I did remember that. That's what happened to him. Nigga.
No, his wife got sick, so he quit show business to take care of his wife. And he made a shit ton of money. So
That's the nigga that filed on him right there?
yeah.
Ah, look at that. That's a real nigga. Why you punch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Like, get your nerdy ass out of here. Boom. Dumped it. Oh, it's a video?
Yeah, there was a video, like security video of it.
Run this back.
This made everyone pissed.
Oh, yeah. He fucked them up. That's like a thing in New York. Though.
That was like this was like the thing that kicked that shit off, I feel like.
Oh, the knockout game?
Yeah. Yeah, people be just like punching people in New
I mean,
York.
but you wouldn't think, I would think he was a tourist because of the hoodie. Like, I don't feel like local New York people wear that hoodie. But he's a thief, so he might have stole that shit. He stole on Rick Moranis. So he probably just be around that.
Damn.
But New York, it is a crazy place. I'm talking about like where people do random shit to just people. Like,
I'm always like on guard in New York. I don't feel safe.
No, I don't play around
ever in New York. I'm always like, I have my head on a swivel.
I'm on guard everywhere, to be honest. Though I don't feel safe in L.A. Shit.
What part?
I mean,
Just like downtown. I mean, I wouldn't feel safe downtown.
no,
LA
downtown has never been safe.
Thunderdome. Yeah, that's
Especially once that fucking. I mean, I used to be downtown all the time, especially like around the fashion district area and all that shit.
Right.
And it used to be nice, like, Mexicans down there selling the flowers and shit.
Sure.
Bacon wraps and all that shit.
Not
and
since
soon
COVID.
soon as you get that fucking one bit of sun gone, you don't see a soul on the street. You just see, that's when you like The Walking Dead. You like, oh shit.
I remember
it's
like
real.
one of my first like days in LA, I went downtown to do a show in a pizza parlor, like some dog shit show in a pizza parlor. And I took the subway there at nighttime. I was like, oh my God, dude. It was like Walking Dead shit, dude. It was crazy.
I already knew what you was talking about.
It was fucking nuts.
Downtown LA, man, is a whole different.
It's like a movie. Like, what's that?
It's crazy too because they got studios in Skid Row, and it was because like 10 years ago. Yeah, I want to say about 10 years ago, I used to record in a studio that was literally like smack dab right across the street from the homeless shit in Skid Row. And I literally just was back there like, I want to say a month ago in the exact same studio in that same area. I'm like, this shit's still here? Like, what the fuck is wrong with
And
y'all?
Skid Row's gotten bigger.
No, it's crazy, man.
It's like blocks now. It's like they took over buildings and shit.
I used to get banged on all the time too, man.
Yeah?
I didn't even, because I didn't understand gang culture. I didn't know. I'm coming from the
Oh,
we
yeah,
from the
of course.
Midwest.
Yeah.
We don't know
either.
that shit, but I didn't know you, like, certain hats meant shit.
Right,
and this and
red
that.
shoes
Yeah.
mean you're going to get fucked with or something.
But and I can only thing I can think that nothing ever happened to me out of it is just the fact that I'm a fucking goofy motherfucker. And every time, like, they'll be like, where you from? Like, nigga, but I can tell they're being aggressive.
Right.
But something in me is just, like, not processing it
feed
that
into
way.
it, yeah.
And I'll be like, I'm from Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, Detroit.
They'd be
Street.
threw off and be like, I guess he is from Detroit. Like, all right, leave him alone.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in LA, I don't really go anywhere but the Comedy Store.
If I do, I'm hanging out with the gay people. I'm in West Hollywood.
Yeah, that's where exactly.
That's the only place I feel safe.
Yeah. And I mean, I live in like the NoHo Arts District. It's pretty residential. It's pretty chill. But I used to work downtown when I first moved there. I had an office job downtown, and it was like at first I'm like, ooh, I'm working in like a skyscraper. This is cool. And then the sun would go down at 4, and it would be like, oh God, I have to take the subway home.
Terrified. But I feel like ain't nobody never banged on you or nothing.
No one ever. I had a couple of schizo people bother me. Like, I used to like, when I was poor or whatever, like super poor when I moved there, I would buy knives at the army surplus store and carry them around. And anytime someone would fuck with me a little bit,
You got the hand on that knife.
I was like,
Ready.
and I would say, I was like, my adrenaline would be pumping. I'm like, you want to fucking, I would get in people's like counter, like act crazier than they were acting. And then they would not bother me anymore.
Man.
But I would have my hand on that.
Yeah, I used to keep a knife on me too, but man, you don't never want to have to use that motherfucker.
Of
man.
course not.
Stabbing
No,
a
yeah.
motherfucker is like next level shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like,
I would have to black out.
I would rather shoot a motherfucker than stab
Yeah,
him.
that is next
like,
level,
you
yeah.
stab when you get up close on a nigga. And give him some, like people that could do that. Like
That's crazy,
y'all on some
yeah.
other level. Like that's fucking back in the day, Excalibur shit. Like
Of course.
you could just stab a nigga. Like oh for real.
I used to walk around at night though from open mics and everything else, and I would never get fucked with by the homeless like too often. And because I figured they just looked at me and they're like, he's one of us, you know, or something like that. You know what I mean? They'd be like, he's another crazy guy out here. So they leave me alone.
Fuck that. All right, we get ready to get up out of here in a minute, man. Thank
Sure.
you so much, Josh, for coming
Thanks
through,
for
man.
having me, dude.
But yeah, stabbing a motherfucker real.
Yeah.
If I met a nigga, he'd be like, I like stabbing niggas. That would be my friend.
Sure, you got to have that guy on your side.
Hell yeah. Or razor blade niggas, like slicing niggas with razor
Oh,
blades
that's
and
crazy.
shit.
You put him in your fingers.
Give him $1.50.
That's nuts.
Slip and slides. We talking about like actual like slip and like
Yeah.
water slides.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you about these motherfuckers, man. Like that shit look glamorous on that commercial.
Mm-hmm.
It never played out like that in your backyard.
Nah.
Like you in the hood of Detroit, we barely even got grass. And you want to set this motherfucking slip and slide down and we gonna slide on this motherfucker?
My mom would put it on the driveway. Like, what?
You know how many niggas got themselves fucked up fucking with a slip and slide? It's fucking Hennessy bottles under the motherfucker. You slide into a 40 ounce of St. Ives. Like that shit ain't work in the hood.
Got needles.
Yeah, that shit ain't work in the hood. You slide on that motherfucker, end up.
And it never had enough water. I mean, they made it look like, you know, crazy water on the commercials. Like it'd be like gushing. And then you get the real slip and slide and it'd be like, this part is dry. There's pooled up water here.
I think that was just like a total masterclass in marketing.
Yes.
Like what they did with that product, man, like they had niggas crying for them shits. Like, I need a slip and slide for my birthday.
Yeah.
Mama, please, can I get a slip and slide?
Oh, I
like,
made it look like when you get to the end of that thing, it's like huge, like, oh, it's raining on you and stuff. None of that shit.
no, that shit was whack.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That shit was trash, man. The only like super soakers, them was lit. Like I fuck with
Oh,
super
those were
soakers.
great. you get jacked from pumping those
Yeah,
things too.
I remember one shit. You down there, fuck that shit was so strong, it down there knock your eye out. You get hit with that shit. Nigga be pumping that bitch for hours waiting to hit a nigga.
You get it so you can't even you're like, you're trying.
Yeah. I think they still sell super soakers?
Now they got these ones where you put it in the water and it's sucks it up and
With
then
the
you go
backpack shit?
Yeah,
Nah, you gotta squeeze. Nah, them shits don't count. No, super soakers was deadly. That was deadly weapons.
I've seen ones too that are you charge them or something and then they go and it shoots crazy beads of water.
I swear, man, we used to have super soaker fights. That shit used to be looking like civil rights marches. Yeah,
that shit would travel far.
No, they made some crazy ones. Like these bullshit. Like if they seen the ground, they used to make AK-47.
That one with the green.
Those was the
bottle.
bullshit ones. I'm telling you, they had some the next level ones where they. I only think they lasted for a year. I think they was like, we got to get these shits off the market. I swear, them shits hurt.
They definitely made that shit
one
weak.
of them bitches. You will see that shit on your skin. You will have red marks and everything.
Yeah, you should look up the old ones. This is like Four Loko. They got the new Four Locos. It's not the same.
The old super soakers, them shits was.
I feel like the new move is the gel blasters, right? That's what kids are doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But see that one, that's what I'm talking about. Up there, go back up. For the 160. Yeah.
Oh,
that was the one. That was the one.
That's the
You was
bazooka.
putting, I swear to God, that was the one. You putting shit down with that bitch, boy. Damn, I'm about to cop. Fuck
Dude,
it.
it's got the fucking strap, so you got it underneath your arm.
I'm
and
about
shit.
to cop. Fuck a squirrel up. Just be hitting them bitches in my backyard. That bitch in Milwaukee. It's gonna be a couple. Yeah, that's my Christmas gift. I'm about to get that 2,500, man. Look, that bitch say CPS on it, Child Protective Services. That bitch say Child Protective Services on that motherfucker. Constant pressure system.
Oh shit!
You want some of this? Look what the nigga wrote on it. Oh yeah, I'm copying. Send me that link. What's the go down a little bit? What's the 2? They got a 2-for-1 deal right there for $195. Yeah, $220. You
Got
see
that in the classic.
Ooh.
Oh, what's that other one? I remember that.
I do. The 2,500. That was the one. Though.
That was the one.
I swear to
the
God.
one with the shoulder strap.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Them bitches don't exist no more.
No.
Like they had to stop. I'm really about to go home and look up when did they discontinue this bitch and what happened? Because I know somebody and got their eyeball shot out.
Yes.
Something.
Class action business.
Damn, I love super soakers. Y'all can see how excited I'm getting about it.
Way better than those slip and slide.
All right, we get ready to get up out here. Josh, you got some shit you want to plug?
Oh, check out Behind the Jeans every Wednesday. It goes down live on this here YouTube channel, the Your Mom's House YouTube channel, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And the Josh Potter Show comes out every Wednesday, too.
All right. Thank you, motherfuckers. Thank you so much, Josh, for coming through and pulling up on your boy, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all same channel, same time. Peace.